All right, welcome to everybody. How are you all doing? Let me just set up my stream. Give me one moment. All right, we are back once again. My name is Bullpen Trader. I hope you guys are all doing well. We are going to be going over the range bar strategy. We're going to be, looking at the different indicators. We're going to be going over the whole system, the strategy. We're going to be doing some live trades, answering all of your questions. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Live trades, live Q&A, anything that you guys would need to get started on your trading journey is going to be in this daily webinar. We had a webinar earlier. We made $413 in about 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. So, if you guys want to see that continue, make sure you guys stay tuned. How are you guys all doing? Danny, Naughty, Yared, Heavenly, welcome to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Right from the top, we are going to be trading on Abbado Markets, Abbado.com. That's a platform that you see on the left side of my screen. The reason why we use them, just to go over it once again, is because they have low spreads. They don't charge any commissions or swaps. Plus, you get a 5% bonus on your deposit, which is nice. They've got, cryptos, Forex, stocks, commodities, indices, so no matter Forex, like anything that you would want to trade, you're able to trade it on the one platform. So you don't need multiple accounts or anything like that. Plus, the low spread is really, really good because what we're going to be going after is 100-point moves. So our take profit is going to be 100 points. So that works really well on a platform that has low spreads because any little move in the direction that we want and we're past our spread, then we are into that mighty profit. All right, so Abbado Markets is where we're going to be trading. The strategy again is from JSTStream.com. If you guys are in the Discord, you guys have access to that. All you got to do is go to the How to Start channel, and you guys will be able to get all the links right there. JSTStream.com is the strategy website. All you're going to do is click the login button right there, make a quick account. You'll find the range bars running on Forex, cryptos, commodities, and indices and equities as well. So all of the different, pairs, all of the major pairs in those different markets. So, for the equities, so stocks, they've got, Microsoft, they've got Tesla, what else? Meta, they've got Amazon. So they've got all the major stocks. They've got the different commodities. So, S&P 500, Russell 2000, NASDAQ, WTI. They've got, gold. You can also trade cryptos. So they've got BTC, XRP, Litecoin, and Ethereum, and then also Forex charts. All right. So no matter what you're trading, you're able to do it using the range bars. All of the major pairs, they have those ready for you. All right. So when you guys go in, you're going to click this videos tab right here. You're going to find all these amazing videos, everything from how to set up your demo account, how to use the different indicators, how to trade using the range bars, looking for pullbacks and reversals, how to set up your trading chart, mastering different indicators. They've got, how-to videos, trading knowledge, trading psychology, live trading sessions, and they've got hundreds and hundreds of these videos, so make sure you go and watch those right away. All right, they're going to help you a ton with getting started. All right, so when we are going to be using the platform, we're going to set up two different indicators on our chart. What we're going to do is we're going to click, welcome Pino, we're going to click the indicators tab right here, go to the indicator store, search for super trend, and once you see that, you're going to click it and hit install. Then you're going to click back to the all section and search for SAR. Once you do that, you're going to find the parabolic SAR, hit install. Then you can go back to your indicators tab and find them in the tab right there in the trend section. So super trend, we'll apply that first. Default settings is all we're going to do. So apply it with default settings. Now you see this wonderful red and green line show up on your screen. Very simply, when the line is green, it's indicating an overall uptrend. Then when the line goes red, it's indicating a downtrend. So that's what we're seeing right here. We went from a green trend to a downtrend. We had that reversal right there. Right here, it had a reversal as well, and we saw that continue down, and then it flipped back, and we saw that continue with the super trend as well. So the super trend is a great tool to see overall trends. It's absolutely amazing. I love using this thing, and it's made me a lot of money. All right, so the second tool that we're going to apply is the parabolic SAR indicator. Apply it again, default settings, don't change around anything. Again, with this one, when the dots are below the candles, it's indicating an overall uptrend. When the dots are above the candles, it's indicating a downtrend. So for example, right here, when we had the super trend flip from green to red, then we would also confirm with the the PSAR. The PSAR is also indicating a downtrend. So those two indicators are telling us that the market is heading into a downtrend. Then all that we would be looking for on the range bars is waiting for a pullback. So we would be waiting to see red candles, and then we would want to see green candles, what we're seeing right now. And then that would be our entry on the continuing trend. So pretty much that's probably what we're going to see right here as well. We had a ton of green candles form. Now let's see if it pulls down from that point. We can just mark it off with a line right there and see how far lower it goes. That was the pullback that we were seeing on the range bars. Now, I keep talking about the range bars. If you guys don't know already, these charts look very, very different than what you see over here. The reason for that is because these are based on point movement only. They're only based on the movement of the market, the movement of the price. They're not based on, the time. So it's completely irrelevant, independent of time, because time is a man-made, concept. And when it comes to the markets, we want to remove as much human bias as possible when we're doing our trades. This trade, by the way, if we entered on that pullback, this trade is just about to hit take profit or has already hit take profit. That was a significant pullback that we had. Again, I can scroll back and you guys can see that we had a ton of green candles form as the market pumped up closer to that super trend line. But since those two indicators were still telling us that we are in a downtrend, we could have thought of that as a pullback, and that would have been our entry to enter into a short position. All right, welcome Sharaf as well. Can you guys hear me? Everything sounds all right? The audio and everything, you guys can see my screen, everything looks good? Just let me know. Little Starry Dream is saying yes. Awesome. All right, so let me just make sure that this is live. We're getting that pullback once again. Let's see if we can enter into a short position right about there. I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit. 90,924 is going to be my stop loss, so 100 points above, and 90,724 is going to be my take profit. So as soon as I enter a trade, the first thing I do is set my stop loss just in case the trade goes the wrong way, right? So sometimes, especially with Bitcoin, we have candles going, like huge candles going the opposite way. So in order to prevent a huge loss, the first thing that I do is set my stop loss. Once that's set, then I can worry about my take profit, look at the charts, do all the other things that I want to do. But the first thing that you guys need to do is set your stop loss. Guys, we just entered that trade on the pullback and we're at $247 in profit. Let's see if this trade can hit our take profit. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. We're getting really close to our take profit level. Both indicators are still telling us that the market is going in the downtrend direction. So it's going to hover a little bit maybe, and then hopefully it's going to close in our take profit. All right. $183 in profit. I'll take that so far, but I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let this trade close before I look to enter another trade. I'm not going to be entering another trade anytime soon until this trade closes, and I'm not going to be exiting this trade early because the strategy is very strict. If this trade does go into loss, that's totally fine. I'm going to be waiting for the next trade. The trade was just not meant to, hit my take profit, but I'm going to be waiting for that level to hit. So whether it hits my stop loss or take profit, that's what I'm going to be waiting for before I enter the next trade. If the market pulls up a little bit further, I'm not going to think of that as like, I'm going to DCA, I'm going to, pull up my average just in case, like, one trade goes into loss, maybe the next one will go into profit. Because what happens is that's me getting emotionally involved in it. I just want to wait for one trade to close before I enter the next one. So pretty much when I enter the trade, I set my stop loss, set my take profit, and take my hands off the keyboard pretty much. I just wait to see where it finally ends off at. All right. So Now, my trade is worth 4 lot size. That's the position size that I'm doing, 4 lot size. And the reason why I'm doing that is because my account has $90,000 in it. And since I'm setting my stop loss and take profit at 100 points, that means that this trade will be worth $400 if it hits my take profit, or $400 if it hits my stop loss. And you know, $400 is much less than 1% of my total balance. So by maintaining that low risk, I'm able to prevent myself from, you know, having too much of a drawdown, too big of losses, because I'm limiting my loss to less than 1% of my total balance in each trade. And, you know, that means that I can do a ton of trades over a long period of time, you know, just being consistent with the strategy. And I'm able to test the strategy over that long period of time. Now, the trade did close in our stop loss, so we're going to be waiting to see where our next entry goes. This candle might flip the PSAR, actually. It might flip the PSAR, so we're going to be waiting to see where we can enter next. We're going to be giving the market a little bit of time before we enter the next trade. Do you guys have any questions? What's it called? Mo HQ saying all good. Mellow Muffin saying fine. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad the audio and everything is working good. If you guys have any questions on any of the platforms, you guys can ask, you know, whenever you guys want. I'm here to help you guys with getting set up, getting started with your trading journey. That's what I want to do, you know. So any questions that you guys have with about risk management, about the strategy, what we're looking at, the indicators, anything at all, you guys can ask me. And I'll be happy to answer your questions. All right. All right. Let's see what is going on with the other markets. So we're seeing a downtrend here on XRP. We're having a pullback on the downtrend, but the PSAR did flip. So let's see what's going on the 5-minute. On the 5-minute as well, it did flip. So both of these charts on XRP are telling us contradictory things, so I won't be entering any trades on that market just at this moment. Right there, just like I said, the PSAR did flip right there. So what I'm going to be waiting for is I'm going to be waiting for both the PSAR and the super trend to go back into the same direction, whether it's in the uptrend direction or the downtrend direction, before I look to enter a trade. All right, welcome Keksu, welcome to the live stream. All right, so again, when we're looking at the range bars, we're going to be looking for those trends. We're going to be looking for those pullbacks. Those are the main things that we're going to be looking for. So a pullback on the range bars pretty much looks like, if you go back in time, it would be like, let's say we're having green candles go up, then we have some red candles come down, and then green candles continuing up. This would be the pullback. That would be an entry on the continuing uptrend. Now, the only reason we would think of this as a pullback is if the PSAR is below the candle, so signaling an uptrend, and the super trend is green as well. So if both of those two indicators are telling us an uptrend and we have that pullback happen on the range bars, then that's when we would be entering, right? So the pullbacks are one of the things that you're going to be seeing on the range bars. The other thing that you're going to be seeing, you're going to see reversal. So when the market goes completely flip from an uptrend to a downtrend, or from a downtrend to an uptrend. And then you're also just seeing the trends, right? So the range bars are really nice because it gives you a much more linear direction of the market. Whereas, you know, if you look at this, it's like it's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Like it's all over the place, right? So sometimes with huge candles like this, where you have you know, huge wicks on either side, and then the candle, the body of the candle in the middle, you're not really getting too much information when you're just simply looking at these candles, right? They're all over the place. Sometimes you have really small candles, sometimes you have much larger candles. It's hard to distinguish what is going on, but with the range bars, you guys can get much, much better information with where the market is going. For example, right now you can see that we had a significant move down where we're seeing a ton of red candles form. Even though it just looks like one candle right here, there's a ton of movement, and we saw a bunch of new red candles form on the range bars. Now it's starting to move a little bit. It had a little bit of a pullback, significant enough to trigger a green candle. And now let's see if it goes back into the downtrend direction. boom, right there. We're going to see that new candle form on the range bar. Boom, right there. So we're seeing that trend again. All right, so these range bars, they're an absolutely amazing tool to use to add to your trading strategy. I use them solely with these two indicators, and it's been really, really good, really successful for me so far. And obviously, like, let's say you prefer to use like Bollinger Bands or RSI or something like that, and you're really good with that, right? So you've tested that strategy for a while and you've seen that it works. What you could do is you can implement the range bars and possibly even the super trend to that strategy, and now test that out as well. Because what I'm telling you is, like, these range bars, they're a game changer. You're in on a short, nice. Let's see what's going on in the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, they both are flipped into the downtrend direction. So most likely you should be good on that trade. What is your entry on that trade? What is your entry on that short? $8.20. All right, nice. It's just around your entry right now, so let's see where it ends up going. I wouldn't enter any trades right now just because both indicators are telling me contradictory things. So, for example, the PSAR is indicating an uptrend since the dots are below the candles, and the the super trend is red, indicating a downtrend. So, me personally, I would not enter this trade right here. I would wait for all of the tools, all of the confirmations to be pointing in the same direction. That's what I've found to work, and that's what I stick with. All right. If you guys have any questions, by the way, let me know. The strategy that we are using is from JSTStream.com. If in case you guys are new, the strategy comes from JSTStream.com. All you got to do is go and hit the login button. The links are in my bio on all the platforms, so you guys can get access to that completely free. The range bars are running on Forex, cryptocurrency, commodities, and indices and equities, so you guys can use the strategy on any of those markets. The videos tab will take you to all of these amazing videos, everything from how to set up your demo account, how to use the different indicators, how to use the range bars looking for pullbacks and reversals. And they've got pages and pages of these videos. So definitely go and start watching those videos. They're going to help you out a ton with getting set up, getting started. And even if you're more experienced in trading, they're still going to be great. They're going to help you a ton. All right. So go to JSTStream.com, get access to those videos, get access to the range bars and all of that great stuff. Have you switched to trading with the 5-minute chart? Yes, I have. So I am looking at the 5-minute candles now. I do look at the 1-minute chart sometimes just to confirm. Like, for example, right here, the super trend went back to green. It was like a strong pullback that we had, but the market did go green again. So we're going to be watching the the 5-minute candle to see what happens. If we flip the super trend, then I'm going to be looking for buy positions. If it dumps down and flips the PSAR, then I'm going to be looking for sell positions. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's see what's going on. So let's see if the XRP candle can flip the super trend as well. I would be down to enter a trade on XRP as well. I'm just waiting for the super trend to flip. On XRP, I'm not really looking at the 5-minute candle, although it would be good to look at the 5-minute candle as well. But right now on the 5-minute candle, it is telling me two different things. So I would be a little bit patient with that. Again, there's no reason to rush into trades or anything like that. It's very, very simple, and like, if you actually want to be a profitable trader over a long period of time, the best way to go about it, let's say you have previous trading knowledge, right? The best way to go about it is to forget everything that you know about trading, right? Forget everything you know. Like, forget about support and resistance. Forget about, breaker bars and like FVG and like all of that stuff. Just forget about every single thing, right? And just trade using the strategy like you're a completely new trader, right? So simply follow the confirmations and just test and see how that works for you. Because what I'm going to tell you is that it's literally a game changer. It's going to change your whole perspective, because something that you might have been like, oh my God, but there's like a line that goes over here that it can't cross. You're going to be mind blown as to, how often your, your opinions are wrong in the market, and how often the market is going to prove you wrong. It's just a fact of life, right? So what happens is, if you enter based on like literally just data, right? So the range bars are just data. The what's it called? The super trend and PSA are just data, right? When you're entering simply based on that with strict rules like the strategy calls for, strict entry, strict exit, strict risk management, you're going to notice that your life becomes much, much easier, because you're not dependent on all these other things to, get your trades and all of that stuff. You're entering based on what the market is telling you, and that's it, right? There's nothing else that goes into it other than following a set of rules. And if you can follow that set of rules consistently, and, if you can follow those rules consistently and very, very strictly, you're going to notice that it's much, much different than how you were trading before. And you're going to notice that your win rate and all of that stuff is going to be quite different as well. So, if you are a trader from before, test this out. Just see how it works, right? And I don't mean test it out for like, a day or two, because that's not a fair time to test a strategy. You got to test it over a period of time, and then you're going to notice the difference, right? Completely removing your emotions from the market is a game changer. It's going to completely change the way that you trade. It's going to completely change the way that you enter and exit the market, and it really is the only way to do it. Completely emotion free, free of your own human bias as well. Just pay attention to the price direction with the range bars. Exactly. So what I've seen a lot of people do as well is like go to a higher time frame and see what the overall daily trend is, right? So if you can see, like with the super trend and stuff, overall the market is heading into an uptrend. So what they do is they wait for the super trend on a smaller time frame, like 5-minute time frame, to be green, and then they wait for the pullbacks using the other indicators. So what they do is they look at the overall trend for the day, and then look at, like, go onto a smaller time frame and then trade in the same direction as the day has been going, right? So that's another strategy using the range bars that a lot of people have found to be profitable as well. The thing is that you have to use the range bars. That's like the core thing. Once you use those, it's like it really is a game changer, because you can even see how strong a pullback is, right? So whether a pullback only forms 4 candles or a pullback forms, I don't even know how many that is, probably like 8 or 9 candles, or you have a pullback that forms like 15 candles. You can see how strong the pullback is. You can see how volatile the market is. You get a lot of information using the range bars. So I highly, highly recommend that everybody get set up with using the range bars. Get accustomed to, looking at them, understanding what you're seeing, and understanding how the range bars relate to the other charts and the other indicators as well. And once you do that, you're really going to notice a difference in your trading. And honestly, that's what it took for me as well. Like, I've been trading for a long time before even JST and everything, right? And then I saw AKA just doing it like super simply, and he's telling me that he's like back tested the strategy and he's like making money every single day during his live streams. And I was like, look, there must be a reason why it's working, right? So I literally sat down and I just like mentally blocked out everything that I knew from before, right? I forgot about all the support and resistance line. I forgot about everything that I knew before and all my previous bias that I had coming into it as a trader. Thank you, Gabriel, so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some live trades very, very soon. We're just waiting for the indicators to line up before we enter. So I saw him, doing these trades and everything. And what happened was 9600 TP, 9100 SL, have to go back to work. Good luck with your trade, man. Hopefully you hit take profit. That looks like you are in a buy trade. Where's your entry on that? I'm not sure where your entry would be on that, because we're much higher than that price. But yeah, like I was saying, so I saw him using it and I forgot everything that I knew, and I just started trading like I was a brand new trader. So I just followed the range bars, I just followed the strategy, and I just stuck to it very, very strictly, using very, very low risk, right? So if you guys see in the beginning when I was doing my trades, I went from, 2 lots. I was doing like 2 lots and smaller. Then I started increasing to 3. Then I went to 4 lots now. So I was doing very, very small trades in the beginning, and then I started to increase it, right? So even when I was, doing my trades, I was doing like probably 0.2% risk in each trades. In the middle, I guess I might have gotten stopped out. Yeah, I mean, if your stop loss was, if you're on a short, your stop loss might have been 91,000, and yeah, you would have gotten stopped out there. I'm still waiting for the super trend to flip before I enter, guys. Again, patience is key when it comes to trading. You got to be patient with your entries. Wait for everything to line up. There's no rush getting into your trades. There's always, always, always entries and exits in the market, right? So, for example, if we just go back and we look at how the market's going, right? Let's say right here, we had the super trend was green, but then right here we had the PSAR flip as well. And then obviously you guys can see the wicks on the candle. So that means that the price had a pullback. So that would have been an entry that we could have gotten into. The next one has a pullback as well. We could have gotten into an entry on that as well. Then the market had a stronger pullback. That would have been another entry, because both indicators are still telling us an uptrend. Maybe if you got in somewhere on this, you might have hit take profit, you might have hit stop loss. There's always entries in the market, right? The range bars are constantly running, your indicators are constantly on, so there's no reason to not be patient, right? You should be patient. Wait for your trade. When the indicators line up, then you take your trade. You wait for the pullbacks, and that's how you're able to be consistent over a long period of time. I think when New York trading floor opens at 9:30, the trend is going to flip up fast. Let's see. I'm going to be ready, because I think the super trend might flip soon, because we have broken quite higher than the super trend line right there. So let's see if this flips green. That means that both indicators will be telling us an uptrend is happening or starting. Then what we're going to be looking for is that pullback, right? So I hope this makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, you guys can ask at any point, all right? All right, let's see where the next 5-minute candle forms. There's 1 minute till the next candle. Let's see if the super trend goes green, then we're going to be looking for buy positions, buy trades, because both indicators will be telling us the same thing. All that I'm going to be looking for is that pullback on the range bars. Boom, right there, we just had the PSAR flip. I mean, the super trend flip. The PSAR is indicating an uptrend as well. Let's wait for a pullback. As soon as we get that pullback, I'll be looking to enter into that trade. Let's see, Pino. Let's see if you were correct with your, with your analysis, with your guess there. I mean, you said I think, so that's probably just a guess, right? Maybe an educated guess, but let's see where the market goes. Let's wait for that pullback. Both indicators are telling us an uptrend, so let's see if we can get that pullback to happen on the range bars. Again, it is pumping right now, but I don't want to enter at the top of the candle, and probably you guys are going to see why, because we're going to have the market pull down just like that. And, I don't want to get stopped out on the way back. I want to be patient. I want to wait for that pullback. I want to wait for a few candles to form before I look to enter that trade. I'll keep my mouse here just, for good luck. Let me make sure that this is live. Yes, it is. All right, so I did miss that pullback right there. That's totally fine. Let's wait for the next one. I'm going to wait for another set of red candles. We're starting to get that now. Boom. See, I was patient with it. Let's enter into a trade. Set my stop loss right away. The market I know is going to be volatile, so I'm going to set my stop loss 330.3. I'm going to set it right away. Set my take profit 91,530.31. Boom. My stop loss and take profit are set. Now let's wait and see where the trade closes. Right, so again, I waited. I was patient. You guys saw that pullback happen again. So there's always entries in the market. You know, there's no reason to worry about a trade being like moving up too fast, and now you're like, oh my god, I got a FOMO into this trade. Just be patient and wait for the trade to come to you. Don't be chasing trades, because all you're going to be chasing is losses. All right, $250, $308, and boom, right there, guys. Our trade just hit take profit. Easy as that. Right there, we are up to, I think, probably 400 something for the day. $421 for the day. Very, very simple. All we did was we waited for the pullback after we saw both indicators point in the right direction, in the uptrend direction. We waited for that pullback. We were patient, and we entered into that buy trade. We're starting to see another pullback happen here. Wow. Much stronger pullback. Let's enter into a buy trade right there. Set my stop loss right away. Again, 91,310. Set my take profit. Oh, we passed my take profit. Let me close this trade. Wow. That trade, $679 in profit. We just made it. How long was that? In 11, what is that? 11 seconds? 12 seconds or something like, no, 11 seconds. We just made $679. I didn't even get a chance to set my take profit. Again, all that we did was we waited for the pullback to happen. We entered into that trade. Guys, we are up to $1,100 for the day already on this live stream. What a great trade right there. Again, we had both indicators telling us the same direction, right? So it was a very easy decision for me here. Waited for the pullback, entered on that trade, and boom, we were able to capitalize on that. These range bars. I'm telling you, these range bars are amazing. Make sure you guys go to JSTStream.com, get access to the range bars. Start practicing using this system. Start testing the strategy. You know, start practicing setting your stop loss, take profit, all of that great stuff. And just, you know, start trading. There's literally no reason to wait. You guys just saw me make a ton of money in like 12 seconds or something like that. And yeah, it really is that easy. All right, I was waiting for it to come down a little bit more, but maybe we might not get that. Let's see, we're starting to see green on the range bars. I want to see some more red before I look to enter. This is that time. This is that time where the market gets really volatile. All right, I'm just going to be waiting for an entry. I missed that one, so I'm going to be waiting for another, you know, significant pullback to happen before I look to enter. Starting to see a little bit form right there. Since the market is a little bit more volatile, I'm going to be waiting for a stronger pullback before I enter. Pino made 1040 on that. Awesome, awesome, amazing trade, man. Amazing trade. That was a great trade to take live here. All right, let's see if we can enter on this this pullback. It's a much stronger pullback here. Let's see where we can enter. It might get close to the super trend right there. Let's see how much lower it goes. The volatility is insane right now. All right, let's enter into a buy trade right there. I'm going to set my stop loss right away, 91. 270.25, and set my take profit 91 470.25, and that trade did hit my stop loss. That's totally fine. We're going to be waiting for that next trade. It was a little bit risky entering on that crazy move, but that's totally fine, guys. We're already still up $654 for today. $654 for today. Not bad, I'd say. Not bad at all. Pino, did you predict this as well? Where we're gonna have a crazy pump and then a crazy dump? They literally pump and dumped us. Wow. Wow. What an insane candle here. 810 pips in this one candle. That's absolutely insane. Bitcoin is getting to that time where it's going to be crazy volatile now. Let's look at other markets as well, because it's just going to be insanity right now, probably for the next little while. It did cause the super trend to flatten out here. Yeah, you got closed out as well. I got closed out as well. That's totally fine. Let's wait for the next trade. Let's also look at gold as well. Gold is pumping. XRP, we flipped the PSAR on XRP. Wow, XRP had the same candle. The same candle right here. Look at that. On the 5-minute, it looked exactly the same. Pumped up like crazy and then just started dumping. All right, let's wait to see if this can settle down a little bit before we enter. Oh, snap. It flipped both the PSAR and the super trend in that one. Oh my goodness. What is this candle? What is this candle? This is so crazy. See, look, one thing that I'm going to tell you guys is this is why it helps being a, almost like scalp trading rather than swing trading. Because look, if you were swing trading this and you wanted, you were waiting for the news, for example, and you wanted this to go up, what you would do is like you would, what's it called? You would enter your trade here, for example, like right at like 30 or whatever, and you would want it to go up. And let's say your take profit, you are doing like 1 to 5 or something like that, win to loss ratio. You would set your stop loss really tight and your take profit really huge, right? This is what you see a lot of these traders that trade news and stuff do. And what happens is you're not guaranteed that the market is going to go as high as you want it to go before it flips, right? And so even if that trade goes really close to your take profit, it might not actually hit it. And so, when we're doing our 100 points above, 100 points below, we're able to limit the amount of movement that we need for our trade to close. So on that way up, we were able to capitalize on that. On the way down, we took a loss. That's totally fine. But we weren't, if we were swing trading that, we might have just taken a huge loss on the way, like on the whole way down. So I would highly, highly recommend that you guys don't do like swing trades and all that stuff, because you are going to get stopped out so much. You want to set the, you don't want to set your stop loss too tight. You don't want to set your take profit too high that you're never hitting your take profits and you're constantly getting stopped out. So set it at a ratio of 1 to 1, so that, you're able to get those moves in and out. You're able to get in and out of the market constantly throughout the day whenever you do enter your trades. All right, let's see where, yeah, it's going down. We do have both indicators telling us a downtrend, so maybe we'll wait for a strong up pullback before we enter. That would have been that entry, but we're going to be patient. We're going to wait to see if we can get another entry. It's just like this candle is huge. If you really look at it, the candle is huge. So let's wait and see where we can enter this trade. Again, the super trend and PSA are both indicating downtrend, so we are looking for a sell position or a short position at the moment. Reza, welcome as well. Sorry, I didn't see that you were here. So I'm just going to be waiting to see a bunch of green candles form before I enter. If I don't get it right now, that's totally fine. We can wait for the next trade, the next entry. So there's literally no rush to get into a trade. The XRP candles both are flipped to red. So if we get a pullback on XRP, we can look to enter as well. On the 5-minute, the super trend is green, but I think that's going to flip as well quite soon. It's just everything is dumping right now. Crazy, crazy dumps. Wow, we went below 90K. We went below 90K with these new news or whatever. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, where I'm trading is Abbado Markets. Let me paste it in the chat here. Linktree/bullpen trader. So if you guys go to my link tree right there, you guys will be able to find the links to everything that you need. So the trading platform, you know, the range bars, the JSTStream website, everything will be on my link tree. It's linked right there in all of the chats. I'm just pasting it right now everywhere. Boom. So you guys will be able to find it right there. The first link will take you to the JSTStream website. The second link will take you to Abbado Markets. The third link is the Discord link. It's for people that are not in the Discord already. But everyone should join the Discord as well. It's an absolutely great community. I've been a part of this community for quite some time, and it's been such a good community. You know, learning from everybody, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other. And now these live webinars, it's been a great experience overall. This market is not going to stop, huh? It's just going to keep dumping. Let's see what's going on the 1 minute. Let's see where we can enter a trade. I'm starting to see a little bit, it's starting to get really choppy because there's so much movement up and so much movement down. So it's starting to get quite choppy here. So let's see if we can even get an entry. I'm going to be a little bit patient and see if, you know, because on the 5 minute, it's all lined up still. And on the 1 minute, I can see that happening right there. Maybe if we get closer to the super trend, or I see some more green candles, I'll be looking to enter. So I guess that was the entry. Oh, no, it wasn't. The only reason that I'm looking at the 1 minute right now is because I know that the 5 minute is still telling us the same thing. It's still telling us that we are having both indicators point to the same direction. So that's why I'm just looking at the your RSI is in the 30s. That means that it's oversold, which means we might have a reversal quite soon. That's how you use the RSI, by the way, in case anyone didn't know. An easy way to understand the RSI is the 30 and 70 point mark, or you can think of it as the 20 and 80 point mark, where when it's at 70 or 80, it means that it's overbought, so the price has gone up. So what you're looking for after that is for a a downtrend to start forming, and when it's below 30, around 20 or so, that means it's oversold, and what you're looking for at that point is for the market to reverse up. So what Pino is saying is that the RSI is in the 30s, which means that it's probably going to have a reversal start to form very soon. But with Bitcoin being so volatile, I found that the RSI is not the greatest tool. I haven't used it in a while, so I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It does look like it's becoming a lot more of a linear trend now. So I think we are still going to continue for a little bit. So I'm still going to be looking for that pullback. I'm going to be waiting to see if I can get an entry on it. But it doesn't even slow down. It's just continuously going down. All right, let's enter into a short position right there. I'm going to set my stop loss 89, 89206.95, and I'm going to get stopped out. Yeah, all right. So I did get stopped out on that trade, waiting for that pullback. Let's see if it goes even higher. Maybe we'll look to enter again, but let's see what the RSI is saying. Let's turn that on too. Why not? Wow, the RSI is low. The RSI is quite low. Let's see if it starts to reverse now. I haven't used the RSI in so long. But I know a lot of people that use it with the range bars. They find a lot of success in it just using range bars and RSI. But, I haven't been too good with that. Like even over here, for example, right here, when it went to around 76, that means that the market is right here where it was overbought. And then that's where you look for that sell to start. And that's what we had right after that. And then, if you go back as well, right here, it wasn't that low. The thing is, with RSI, sometimes it takes so long for it to even get to either the 20 or 30 point mark or to the 70, 80 point mark. So sometimes you're waiting too long for a trade. So that's why I like to use the PSAR and the super trend. I don't like waiting too long for an entry. I swear, when it comes to this time, it's just craziness in the market every single day. The XRP is it's starting to stabilize a little bit right here. Again, I'm trading on AbbadoMarkets.com, Abbado.com, Abbado Markets. That's a trading platform. The reason why I like to use this platform is because they've got really, really low spreads. They don't charge any commissions or swaps on your trades. Plus, they give you a 5% bonus on your deposit. As you guys can see, we're looking at like Bitcoin. I have the XAU USD, the gold chart open, the S&P 500, NASDAQ, XRP. They've got like Doge and ADA. They've got all sorts of markets. So no matter what you want to trade, you can find all of them on Abbado Markets. All right. When the candles are close to the PSAR, does that show weakness for a reversal? Yeah. So right here, if it does like hit that level, then you're gonna see the dots flip. So parabolic stop and reverse means that like it forms this parabolic line where as soon as it flips that that line, it flips the PSAR indicator. So right here, it didn't flip it, but it got really close to, and then you see that the close happened below. So that's why it's still there. But, you know, for example, right here, we had the market, it got close to it right here. The candle hit close to that, and then it flipped right there as the market started moving up. And then right here as well, it flipped as the market started dumping down. It crossed where the PSAR dot was, and so that one flipped. So when the PSAR dots are close to the candles, that is right there. You guys see that? It flipped because it crossed higher than where the dot was. Maybe the RSI was signaling something being so low, huh? Let's see if this is the start of the uptrend forming here, or if it continues to dump down. RSI starting to turn. Yeah, let's see. I'm still going to be waiting for the super trend to turn as well. I'm not going to be entering on the RSI just because, you know, that goes against my strategy. My strategy is just looking at the crypto range bars right here, looking at the super trend and the PSAR. When all of those line up, then I take that trade. But you are free to test and, you know, trade based on how, like the indicators that you are comfortable with. But the main thing that you need to remember is that the range bars are the most important thing. So always, 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 regardless of what you're doing, make sure you're using the range bars. They're going to be a game changer. And you're really going to notice that as well, that they are really a game changer. Once you start testing them out, once you start, you know, practicing using them in your strategy, you're really going to notice how great they are. All right, if you guys have any more questions, let me know. If not, I might call it a day here. It's getting a little bit late, and I am quite exhausted today. But tomorrow we will be back again at 5 a.m. EST and at 9 a.m. EST every single day. So make sure you guys tune in on a daily basis for the live trades, for the strategy discussion, for, you know, answering all of your questions, helping you all get started. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great night. Good luck with your trades. Make sure you guys go to Abbado Markets, abbado.com. The link is in my link tree. Get your account set up, get your accounts funded so you guys can join us in our live trades. Go to JSTStream.com, start watching those videos as well. I would appreciate if you guys could go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of the live webinars are posted there so you guys can go back and watch those as well. Get started with testing the strategy, get started with trading. You know, it really isn't that difficult. All that it takes is for you to actually do it, right? Like once you actually start, you're going to notice that it's not very difficult at all, and you're going to get better and better and better, and then you're going to be like, why didn't I start sooner? There's no better time than to start than now. So go and get your account set up, and yeah, stop wasting time. All right, it's almost the weekend. What have you done this week if you haven't, you know, you've been watching me do lives every single day, making money every single day. You guys haven't gotten your account set up. You guys haven't started trading. You guys haven't started testing the strategy. You know, has this week been a successful week? I don't know. You got 2 more days. Take advantage of the time that you have. Go and get your account set up, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your comments, questions, and thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.